The ID Buzz is more than just a retro-styled electric minivan. This is also the most child seat friendly vehicle in North America. And no, not just the most child seat friendly EV, the most child seat friendly anything, in my opinion. Let's check out why. On the inside, you can see we have a CLEC rear-facing infant seat, and we have a whopping 9 inches of room between that front seat back and that CLEC infant seat. We also have a Kiko convertible rear-facing seat in the back. This one is suitable for rear-facing up to 45 pounds. And as you can see, we have over 4 inches of clearance between that seat and the second row seat. The legroom in here is absolutely insane. So insane that you can actually use the tilt slide mechanism like that allows you to leave a forward-facing child seat in place and still access the third row with a rear-facing child seat. Check this out. Click that handle, you can tilt slide a rear-facing seat because there is so much room in here, and then have easier access to get there into the way back. That's going to be important if you get the rear-wheel drive model with a center seat. So you could have 3 rear-facing seats in the middle, still get in the back in that rear-wheel drive model. Of course, in this one, you could also just open the doors and walk right through. Now you might be thinking, where is the front seat set? Am I setting it too far back to give us the most room? Well, not at all. And this seat was set for a 6'5" passenger. I would probably move this seat further forward so that my feet were flat on the floorboards. That would actually be more comfortable for me. But legroom isn't the only thing impressive about the Buzz. I'll just go ahead and hop in here so you can see. Headroom, that is insane as well. About 4 inches or so more than we find in the average minivan in the second row. Let's hop back here into the third row. So you can see I can just go right there through the middle. The third row also has a ton of headroom left. Pretty similar to the average minivan back here. In the Odyssey, I could barely fit this rear-facing seat in the third row, that infant seat in the second row, and I'd have maybe an inch of clearance between each of these successive seat backs. Now, it does come at a cost, and that cost is going to be cargo capacity, because back here we find about half the cargo space that we find in the average minivan. Unless you slide the third row forward. If you do that, it is possible to get an adult my height in the third row, and in that second row also slid forward and still up there in the driver's seat. But in the back, we now have cargo capacity that's actually pretty similar to a Chrysler Pacifica. You can see that seat moves quite a bit further forward. If you've got a bunch of young kids in child seats, you definitely want to give the ID Buzz a look, as long as you're okay with about 230 miles of electric range.